Welcome on the cross-border training video of presentation. This presentation is dedicated to Chinese factories and Chinese companies who want to deeply develop their business on foreign market through internet marketing solution. So here is the menu. What we'll talk about in this presentation. So the first step will be why you need to be on foreign market and not especially on Chinese market like Taobao, eBay, Alibaba. Why you need to be on foreign platform. The second point will be the key points to success on the foreign markets. Here you will have we'll talk about how to adapt yourself to the foreign markets, how to have a proactive strategy. The proactive strategy is when you contact millions of people, you contact millions of partners, millions of prospects to try to sell for foreign partners and partnership. So we'll talk about Pacific Prime, a success story. We'll talk about how to collect database, prospect database, partnership database, how to manage the mailing, the SMS, the auto dialer, and how to track down who is going on your website from emailing, SMS, fax, to know who is on your website right now, so you can contact them directly on the phone to finalize the sale. The second main strategy, is a phishing strategy, which is nothing about hacking. I know that some of you know what is phishing on internet. It's nothing about it. Phishing strategy is you create a lot of account on commercial platform, or you have your own website, and you're waiting people to look for the product and to buy product on all the platform where you are. So the first point of phishing strategy would be everything about your website. The second would be how to advertise your website. So you will advertise it, but still it's people who need to who are interested by this product, who will type the keyword on Google, and he will find the advertisement and go to your website. And we'll teach you how to do the best practice to be on the best foreign platform to sell very well. And the last point is our training lessons. So we'll explain how do you work, which kind of service we can provide you. So why you need to be on foreign markets and not just stay on Chinese commercial platform like Alibaba, like Taobao or Tmall. So this graph shows the shares of global commercial platforms, all commercial platforms, the main commercial platform on earth. So here you can see that Taobao, who is Chinese and only in China. There is a little graph under where do Taobao's visitors come from. We can see that 92% of visitors from Taobao are in China, elsewhere or in South Korea, in Japan, in Hong Kong. But after Asia, there is no one else, nowhere. So Taobao is only here in China. No one uses Taobao outside China. And what we can see is everyone uses Taobao in China. We have more than 1 billion inhabitants in China. So Taobao represents 25%, a quarter of the world traffic on commercial platform. Taobao is very strong. But Taobao is not the only one. There is other very strong platforms. There is Amazon with 18% of traffic, eBay with 9%. Actually, it's more than this because eBay has a lot of other domain like eBay DE, eBay FR, eBay IT, eBay. There is a lot of different eBay websites. So if you have all of them together, you will see it's much more than just 9%. Amazon is the same. Here we can see that there is Amazon Japan, but there is plenty of others Amazon. So you can see that if you are right now just on Taobao and Alibaba, you don't even see it on the numbers. Alibaba represents 3%, normally 3.6%. If you're just on Taobao and Alibaba, you're missing 75% of the traffic, 70% of the traffic. So you should be on foreign platform, not just Taobao and Alibaba. So here we have the same graph, but we have added two main platforms who are AdWords with their AdWords, Google AdWords, and Facebook ads. And you see immediately that with AdWords, the traffic from AdWords, Google, and Facebook ads, Taobao represents just 7% after. So if you really stay on the Chinese market and you don't use the outside solution, you are missing. You're just using 7% of your capabilities. So you are losing something like 93% of your traffic. So you need to be on all commercial platform and everywhere that you can be outside. Don't stay on the Chinese market only. Don't stay on the Chinese market only. So we have seen that if you use foreign platform, you will have much more traffic than if you stay on Chinese platform. But let's see one other thing: the price, the competition on the Chinese platform and the foreign platforms. Here, for example, on Taobao, if you search for a solar panel 1000 watts, which is in Chinese here, you can see that solar panel system 1000 watts, you have the price are between 1090 RMB to 4200 RMB. That's the price. All the solar panel are between this price, 1090 RMB to 4280 RMB, which is quite low. Why is it so cheap? It's because China is a world factory, so all the factories are in China, and the competition on the Chinese market is very hard because everyone proposes their own solar panel. But if you go in a foreign platform, you will see it's quite different. So here we have searched exactly the same thing, the solar panel system 1000 watts on eBay.com. And on eBay.com, first thing you will see is that there is much less competition. There is only 2 products to reply to this. Wow, only 2 products. When on Taobao there was a lot of different products, a lot of pages. And the second thing is you see that the solar panel are the first one is not even responding to what we're really looking. We're looking for solar panel system 1000 watts, and the first one is 450. It's 2 times less powerful than what we're looking for, and the price is 5,800 Hong Kong dollars. I was using eBay in Hong Kong dollars, and which is 4,600 RMB, which is already more expensive than the most expensive product in Taobao, and it's 2 times less powerful. And the second one, who is also less powerful than expected but quite similar, 900 watts compared to 1000 watts, we can say it's the same, is 9,300 Hong Kong dollars, which is 7,400 RMB, which is 7 times more expensive than the product in Taobao. 7 times more expensive. So imagine that you're selling before you were selling your product 1,090 RMB on Taobao. You put it on eBay, you can sell it 7,000 times higher with a 7 times higher price. It's a big difference. So here I've done exactly the same test on eBay.de, which is eBay Germany. I've typed solar panel 1000 watts in German, which is solar panel in one word, 1000 watts. And here you can see that there is 2 different products proposed. One at 919 euros, second one 850 euros, which means it's 7,800 RMB and 16,000 RMB. So immediately you see that on eBay Germany it's quite between 8 times, 7.5 times to 15 times or 16 times higher price. You can multiply by if we take the medium of them, we can multiply by 11 the price all your products will be sold 11 times higher. It's a very big difference. So you see that first you have more traffic in foreign markets, so you can sell more because there is more buyers, and you can sell with a much higher price. So you need to be on foreign markets. It's very important for you. You need to be. Don't wait that foreign commercial people come in China, buy your product, go back in Germany and sell it, because they will earn the money. It's not you. If they will buy your product at 1,000 RMB and they will sell it 15,000 RMB. So especially on internet, selling on eBay is just few clicks. So you have to learn. You have to know how to use all this platform. Come to our training lesson and we'll teach you how to. So let's sum up the introduction. You saw that just the fact that you sell, you publish your ads, your products in the biggest, the strongest foreign platform, you will multiply by 20 times your traffic than if you just stay on Taobao and Alibaba. If you start to publish on all the main strongest platform on earth, you will increase your traffic by 20 times, so you will multiply your sale by 20 times. And if on top of this you use the main advertisement platform like Google AdWords or Facebook ads, it will not be 20 times, it will be 87 times. 87. So you immediately see that the market, you have to be on foreign markets, because it's here that you can sell a lot on the foreign market. But on top of this, it's not because you multiply by 20 your traffic and your sales that you multiply your profit by 20. You will multiply your profit by much more than 20. Why? Because you're selling your product much higher. The benefits on each seller is much higher than if you sell your product if you were selling your product with a Chinese price. On Taobao you were selling your solar panel at 1,090 RMB, for example. So if you're selling your solar panel at 1,090 RMB, I guess the cost of the solar panel was 700 RMB. So 700 RMB, you are earning 390 RMB on it. 390 RMB on it. But if now you start to sell it in a foreign platform like eBay.com, like eBay Germany, like all the foreign platform, we saw that you can multiply the price by 7, and some were even multiplied by 16. We saw on eBay Germany. So let's consider 7, the minimum. If you multiply your price by 7, your cost, your factory cost is still the same. It didn't change. So here we'll have a big equation: the price on Taobao minus the factory cost multiplied by. You can have the equation. Here you have a big equation, and at the end you will see that I will not solve the equation. You can read it. You can pause the video if you want and read it and do it on your paper if you want. But you will see that the benefits is much higher. So here we have solved the equation. We can see that at the end the Z is the new profit. Z equal 52 times Y, which was the profit only from Taobao and Alibaba. So 52 times, it means that if you sell your product on foreign market, and if you adjust your price to the foreign market, which is what we'll teach you. We'll teach you how to find a good price. Because if you don't know how to use the foreign market, you will not know. You will maybe put the Chinese price. You will maybe put the same price than the competitors, which is not a good price. There is some specific techniques to know which price is the good price, how much you have to sell your product so everyone will buy it, and you're not losing money. You're putting the price that people will buy, but not the price too low, so you're not losing money. So here, if you do it well, you will multiply by 52 times your profit just by using foreign platforms. So this graph show the evolution of turnover in the global economy from China, and we can see that since the 2008 crisis, in 2009 it was a catastrophe. Boom! All the world economy fell down. It came back, and now it's going down. It's starting to go down again. So the global world economy is going down. People are buying less and less with traditional platform. But still, the e-commerce evolution, the commerce evolution in $1 million is still going up. People now buy on internet. They don't go on Contact Fair anymore. You could have seen it if you are used to go to Contact Fair. You see that that people are not going Contact Fair. There is less and less people there. People are buying online. So if you want to sell, you need to be online. You need to be number one online, and that's what we will teach you. If you want to keep on selling, you need to learn how to be on all the commercial platform and how to sell from internet. That's typically what we will teach you. As I say, if you're used to use Contact Fair, to be in Contact Fair and sell in Contact Fair, if you have been there for 10 years, you would have seen a very big difference in the evolution. Here on the photo, we can see that in 2010, Contact Fair, it was massive. There was a lot of people. It was really cloudy. And now this year, 2014, there is already much less people. People doesn't come anymore in Contact Fair. They are buying directly from internet, and they have access to a lot of things directly from internet. They don't go anymore in Contact Fair. On this graph, for example, we can see that the turnover in the last years is going down. People are not buying anymore from Contact Fair. People are buying directly on internet. They are buying directly on internet. The future market is not Contact Fair, it's internet. So if the investors are not coming anymore in Contact Fair to buy your product, you have to find a solution, and the solution is to go directly in foreign platform. We can teach you how to use the German platform, the Spanish platform, all the different international platform. That's typically what you have to do. You have to replace the investors. The investors are not coming anymore, so you have to replace them. No one is saying it's forbidden for Chinese to publish on a Spanish platform. It's forbidden for Chinese to publish on Portuguese platform. No one is saying this. Everyone can go on the international commercial platform. Everyone. On the internet there is no restriction, and this is typically what will teach you how to use them. So let's see now the key point to success on foreign markets. One thing to understand if you want to succeed in the international market is that English native speakers represent only 5% of the world population. Just 5%. I'm not English, I'm French. I speak perfectly English, but even if I speak perfectly English, when I'm looking for something on internet, I don't look in English. I search first in French. It's the same for everywhere on earth. If German people are looking for something, they will first look in German. If Italian people are looking for something on internet, they will first search in Italian. They will not search in English. The English would be really the last moment. If they could have found it in their own language, they will start to search in English. But they would first search. They will first do 20-30 requests in their own language. So if you want to sell in foreign markets, international market, you have to stop focus in English. English is a little proportion of the world population. So you need to adapt yourself to many other languages than just English. And it's not because you don't speak German that you cannot go in German platform and not publish German content. And I'm not talking about Google Translator. It's not because you don't speak French that you cannot do it in French. Actually, it's quite easy to use a French platform and publish in French. Something that I will teach you. Come and we'll teach you this. Very easy. So the question now is: yes, you said that English represents just 5%, but We cannot translate everything in all languages on Earth. It's not. It doesn't worth it. Should we translate everything in all languages on Earth? The answer is maybe, actually, probably. But before saying that you have to, you should first check if there is people who are looking for this product in the language. For example, let's take Czech in Czech Republic. Should not Czech represents 0.2 or 0.1 something 0.1% of world population is no one compared to China, which is 14%. It's less than 100 times less. It's really small, Czech Republic. And even this with really small target, with really small market, we see that actually it's a good market. So let's take the example of solar panel, the same example than before. Solar panel in Czech is called Solami panely. And let's check the traffic and if it's a good market or not. So here with Google AdWords you can see exactly the traffic per month about Solami panely, and you can see immediately that there is 33,000 people per month. 33,000. Actually, it's between 30 and 44,000 people per month who are searching for a Solami panely. 40,000 people who want to buy solar panel in Czech Republic every month. It's a big market if you are selling a solar panel. Even if they represent just 0.15% of the world population, 0.15% is 33 to 40,000 solar panel per month that people are searching. They're doing this request on Google. So it's a good market. It's not a small market. Okay, but even if there is a lot of traffic and a lot of people who are looking for such panel, you will maybe think that the advertisement in Czech Republic will be very expensive. Actually, the advertisement in Czech Republic is much cheaper than on the English market. Here you can see that Solami panely will cost for the cost per click is just 30 cents euros per click. 30 cents euros, which is something like 3 RMB. 3 RMB the click. For 3 RMB to have a prospect. It's not a lot of money. And if you check with the English market, you immediately see that the English market is around 2 euros, which is 20 RMB. 20 RMB for each click. So actually it's much more interesting to be on the Czech market than on the English one, because on the English one everyone is on the English market, so the price is very high. Everyone is thinking that if you want to sell in the international, you have to be on the English market. You have to speak English. So the competition is very high, and it's very expensive to sell on the English market. But in Czech, there is no one, and there is a lot of traffic, a lot of people who are looking. Actually, it's not just Czech. If we check for all language, it will be probably the same. So you should translate everything in different language. That's what we will teach you. We'll teach you how to translate. And when we translate, of course, we don't use Google Translator. Google Translator, people will immediately recognize that will see that it's ugly. It's a Google Translator. Thanks, I've tried to be on the Czech market, but we see that it's not a Czech who writes. But actually, we can perfectly translate anything in any language. It's something very easy to do. It will be the next slide. So to adapt yourself to the foreign market, you need to translate all your documents, your notice, your user notice, your product description, your title, your website, your everything in all the language you want to target. That's something that we can teach you how to. It's not very complex. There is some working platform online where you can where you can make translate whatever you want in any language on earth. It's very cheap, and it's just like if you are asking to Russian people to translate in Russian something in English. They will do a perfect job, much better than Google, much better, 1,000,000 times better than Google Translator. It will be a perfect job. That's typically what we'll teach you how to do, and so come to our lessons. You will know how to. So you need to translate everything. I talk about notice. It's very user notice. It's very important for you to translate all your user notice to the language of the country, because if you found a client in France, for example, and you sell any product, a solar panel, for example, or any product, you sell a solar panel in France, the user notice need to be in French. If it's not in French, when you will send it, the border will open the package, will see the product, will see the notice, and will say, the notice is not in French. We cannot deliver the product. It's illegal. It's forbidden by the law. So they will keep the product, they will destroy the product, they will do anything they want, but the client will not receive the product. Why? Because the law says it's forbidden to sell if the notice is not translated. So you need to translate. You of course need also to have the certificate, the CE certification, for example, for Europe. You need to have a good certification. So the notice in the language and the certification. Now let's talk about selling strategy. There is two main selling strategy, especially if you're in China, which are, the first is the proactive strategy. You are calling everyone. It's you who is doing all the action. You are trying to target all your clients. You're contacting your client. You're trying to sell directly, or you are contacting directly shops who can sell your product, and you're trying to sell to them, so they put your product in their shops. Or you are trying, you collect all the information about webmasters related to your activity, and you contact them. You contact all the webmasters who can become your partners and sell your products. That's the proactive strategy. You are contacting everyone. It's you who is dealing the thing. And the second main selling strategy is the phishing strategy. The phishing strategy is absolutely not the hacking solution you have probably heard about, phishing technique to hack credit card numbers or password or anything like this. It's absolutely not what we're talking about. We're not here to teach you how to hack anyone. The phishing strategy is, you have a product, you are going in eBay, on all the different eBay platform, in all the Amazon platform, in Google Shop, in Yahoo Shop, in all the commercial platform on earth, and you just publish your products in all this platform, and when they are published, they are here, they are waiting, and people, when they are looking for a product, they are going in one of these platforms and they will buy it. So actually you just you are fishing, you have put all your product in all the platforms, and you're just waiting, and it's the client who are going on this platform to buy. It's not you who contact them directly. Hey, are you interested by this? It's them who are searching for a product, and they will naturally go on this on one of these platform, or maybe directly your website, but they will go to them and they will buy it. That's what I will call the phishing strategy. Now let's talk about proactive strategy. Let's talk about Pacific Prime, a success story. I was working for Pacific Prime in the last years. So Pacific Prime nowadays is the world biggest international health insurance broker. He has received the Bupa International Top Global Distributor Award last year. He's the number one. And how did he did this? So how did they did it? How did they become the number one on earth? Actually, there is different reason, but the one I think is the main reason is because they have collected database of all doctors and all medical related people on earth. They have collected all doctors in Thailand, in UAE, in Asia, in Africa, in Europe, in United States, everywhere. They collected millions of data of doctors and medical related and hospital, and they have this huge database of medical related people, and they send an email to all of them saying, hey, you're a doctor, hey, you're an hospital, you probably have a lot of people who come to you and who need medical care, but they don't have health insurance. Send them us, and we will find solution for them to be insured. And like this, they will be able to receive your care, and we will on the same time give you a commission on all the health insurance they will take. So like this, they receive a lot of clients. That's typically a proactive strategy. We contact everyone. We don't wait them to contact you. So the first lesson that we will teach you about proactive strategy would be how to harvest yellow pages, any yellow pages. English yellow pages, Thailand yellow page, French yellow pages, Chinese yellow pages. Here I have open, you can see it's the Hong Kong yellow pages. So for little requests like LED, you can find all the company in Hong Kong who are providing LED solution. But actually, you can do it for absolutely any request. So we'll teach you how to access in this yellow pages the yellow page you want, and harvest, collect all the information, absolutely all the information of the yellow pages to be able after to contact these people and ask them if you're interested by your product, if you're doing B2B if you're in B2B sector, or ask them if they want to sell your product, or if they want to do any partnership. Like this, you can have big database of client, of prospect, of partner, of reseller, of retailer. That's the first thing that we'll teach you. It's a very important thing, and actually there is, when you have maybe already tried to do it, if you have tried, you have seen that most of the yellow pages have some protections, and even if they are protected, if they have some protection, in 90% of the case you can overpass the protection and you can still scan them and you can still collect the data if you know how to. So this is typically something that will teach you how to scan, overpass the protection, and still keep on scanning all what you want from a yellow page. Just here I was talking about harvesting the yellow pages, which is a very good technique to collect the data of any categories on special countries. And if you harvest yellow pages in different countries, you would have all the information about a special social category. But there is another solution if you want to find 1,000 of retailers, is to collect the domain names with special keywords. For example, here we are still using the example of solar panel. If you're a solar panel factories, it is quite easy to collect all domain name, absolutely all domain name on Earth, without exception, all domain name who are using the words solar panel or the word photovoltaic or any word related, or the word you want related to solar panel. Like this, if you collect the entire database of all domain name, you can after collect their contact numbers, their email address, their fax, everything, whatever you want, and contact them automatically to propose a partnership. If you are solar panel factories, the fact that you have collected 200,000 email address of webmaster who have I sell solarpanel.com, for example, you should be interested to contact him to say, hey, you have a website called iSell@solarpanel.com. Do you want to sell my solar panels? I'm in Chinese factories. I have some solar panels much cheaper than anywhere else, so you should be very interested to sell my solar panels. And like this, you will find some new retailers for your product. So here we saw that there was 5,707 pages of domain name with each line each page with 100 lines of domain names with the extension. So each line could have between 1 to 100 of domain names. So if we do the estimation, the minimum would be that there is only one domain name per line, which is not the case, clearly not the case. So in this case, if there is only one domain name per line, it represents 5,700 page with 100 lines, which means 500,000 domain names. But normally there is more than 5 domain name per line. There is more than one domain name. We can say that there is 5 of them. Probably this on all the pages. The medium would be 5. So if we do a little estimation, we can estimate that there is something like 2,853,000 domain names on Earth, in the entire world. I mean, really on the entire world. 2,853,000 domain name with the keyword solar panel. So here we will teach you how to collect this entire huge database of webmasters who are already selling or doing business with solar panel, who are especially dedicated to the solar panel. So if you're a solar panel factory, you have to contact them, and you will be very strong. You have the entire world for you. You can contact the entire world, an entire population of people who are already selling solar panels, and you can say, hey, I have my solar panel. They are probably 2 times cheaper than anywhere else because we are building it. We are the Chinese factory who are doing it. So if you want to sell our products, go ahead. Here is our detail, and don't hesitate, and people will follow you because normally you are much cheaper than anywhere else. So when you will have collected this 208 million domain name, or we'll say 3 million domain name, when you will have collected this 3 million domain name, you need now to, it's not because you know that there is a domain name called 123 solar panel Taiwan.cn, no .tw. That's, you can do much more just with the name. Now you need to collect the name of the owner, the name of the webmaster behind, the phone number, the fax, the email address. You have to collect all of this information. So we will teach you, we will give you all the tools to scan the huge database. If you have 3 million domain name, which is very possible here for solar panel, and I'm not even talking about other keywords like photovoltaic or clean energy. There's plenty of other keywords than solar panel if you're selling solar panel. But if you're selling a product to a restaurant, you just collect a word like restaurants. If you're selling cars, you can take anything related to cars or transport. But whatever your domain is, you will collect a huge database of domain name related to your activities, and after you will have to, we will teach you how to automatically scan one by one each of these domains, one by one, and check if on the domain on the home page there is or not an email address, or if there is or not 10 email address, there is or not a QQ, there is or not something who can directly go to an email address. Because if you see a QQ number, you know that's behind. You just put @QQ and you will have it too. There's plenty of little things like this. Who can collect email address, who can grab email address from a website. So we'll teach you, we'll give you the tool how to scan the home page and check the links inside to see if there is other page called like contact or email or feedback or anything related to contact pages. Because do not scan all the page from the website. You will spend 1 hour on the website. You don't have time to do this. Your CPU doesn't have time to do this. So you should more scan only the interesting page, not the entire website. So we will give you the tools to scan the home page and the contact page. If there is a contact page, the script will recognize that this is a contact page. I will scan it too, and the script will scan it and will check the email address and everything, and he will collect it. And when he will have done this, he will after go back to the registering file, because each time that you have bought domain name, when you bought a domain name, you have to register. You have to register to the Chinese government if you bought a Chinese website. But each time that you wherever you buy your domain name, you have to give your name, your phone number, your email address, your fax, your address, everything. Just registration, and the script will automatically go on this and collect this information to be able to contact them, just to contact them. So we'll teach you how to do all of this, and like this you will have, I know that by experience in 72% of the case you are able to collect an email address. So in these 3 million of domain name, you will have at least 2 million domain name of webmasters who are dedicated to solar panels or to your activities. And like this, you can contact them and say, I need support to sell my solar panels. I'm a Chinese factories. I have solar panels very cheap, or we can increase the price. But you are the expert behind. You are the factory behind. They would be very happy to propose your products. So now that you have harvested all the yellow pages that you want, and in the different categories that you want all around the world, and now that you have a big database of maybe millions of prospects or future partners or future resellers, you have to contact them. So with this, you maybe already know how to send email. It's not very complex to send an email, but we will teach you how to send, how to make that your email will overpass any spam filters, or we'll teach you how to make them have a higher chance to pass anti-spam filters. We'll teach you how to send fax and SMS, also massive fax and massive SMS. If you have 1 million of SMS to send, we'll teach you how to do this. But the most important is not how to send an email or a fax or an SMS. It's how to customize them. So for example, when you send an SMS, you contact the guy by his name. Hi Nicolas, you send an SMS or a mail or a fax. Each time that you send one information, one message like this, you have to customize the target and show that you know exactly who he is. It's not a bulk message that you are sending to 1 million people, which is the case actually, but you need to think that you have sent the message only to him, no one else, just to himself. So he will pay much more attention to it, and that's typically what we will teach you how to send 1 million message, but very customized. When you're contacting the person, it's hello Nicolas, blah 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 blah, you're interesting, blah 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 blah. You are a Cordon Fair members. You know that he's a Cordon Fair member. You have seen it in his website, for example. So you can talk about the fact that he's a Cordon Fair member. He will directly listen more what you're saying. He's, this guy know me. We can help you to, and you can use the domain name of the company. You have already collected the domain name. We can help you to find partners for your domain names for toto.com. So you send a message, it's in email, in fax, or in SMS. You really need to focus to customize your message. So really, the person who read it feel that you send a message just to him, no one else. He's the only one who receives this message, and he will pay much more attention to it than when you receive a lot of spam every day. You think, okay, if I've sent it to 1 million people, I'm not concerned. But when you receive one, especially very specified to yourself, you really think that's just like if you have received a mail from the post office. You will read it and you will pay very attention to it. So typically it's what we will teach you. The second thing, extremely, maybe even more important than customizing the mail, or it's as important than customizing the mail, is to put some trackers inside. Trackers, not to see if people has read the mail, not to see this, to see if when people are going to your website, who is going to your website. So when someone read the mail and click on the link of the website, you need to put a tracker on the link, so you know who he is. This is something that will teach you. And when they are in your website, you know who he is, so you know his IP address, you know where he lives, you know a lot of things about him just by one click. And when he come back in 6 months later, if you come back on your website, just with his IP address, you will recognize him. You will know, this guy came back. And with a back office, you can see this guy is coming back on my website. He received this email 6 months ago, and he's coming back, which means he's interested. He's coming back now, which means that he need it now. 6 months ago he didn't need it, but he keep it on his computer because he put your website on the bookmark. Now he came back, which means that he needs your solution right now. You know him, you know his phone number, you know his name, you know everything about him. You know that right now he's on your website. You know that he has visited 7 pages. So he's someone very interested. He has spent 10 minutes on your website, and he's right now on the page for the product. I don't know any product, but especially on this product right now. You take your phone, you call him. Hello, Nicolas. You are interested by the LED pitch 4. Do you want some more information about it? And it's just like if you were in a big shopping mall and a client come in your shop, and you have a physical seller who come and talk to the guy. So it's typically what will teach you how to know exactly who is going on your website from this, and to be able to contact him like this. The last thing of proactive strategy is the auto dialer solution. Why the auto dialer solution? Because when you would have a harvest database from Yellow Page, from directory, from Whois database, from many different solutions, from company CD, from InSafe. There's plenty of ways to collect database. When you would have collected this database, you will see that for one email that you would have collected, there would be 10 phone numbers, landline phone numbers or mobile phone numbers. And what can you do with the landline phone numbers? You cannot send them an email, it's a phone. You cannot send them an SMS, it's a landline. You cannot send them a fax, it's not a fax. The only thing you can do is you can call them. You can you call and use the phone. So yes, you can ask to an employee to take the phone and call everyone. This will take a long time, and it's quite expensive. You need to find someone who speaks perfectly English who can talk to them. And there is millions of phone to give, and your employee after he can do this for 1 hour, 2 hours. So 2 hours he will be a bit demotivated. The motivation will fall down, and after 1 week the motivation will be at 0. He cannot do this. But an auto dialer, no problem. It's a machine. He's not tired. He can give a unlimited phone call. For him, it's not a problem. So you can call all the list that you would have collected to actually the application behind are really big. You can, if you are selling on B2B market, for example, if you sell special furniture for hotel or restaurant or any specific sectoral activity, you can contact all the hotel on earth. You can give a phone call to all hotel on earth. Hello, we are the hotel factories providing this kind of product. I think you should be interested because you are an hotel and blah 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 blah. So you send directly your message to your client. If you're interested, let a message. They will reply if they're interested, if they're not interested, or they can hang up directly on the phone. But at least you will know. The other solution would be to find a retailer. You can contact directly all the physical shops on earth who are selling your kind of product. If you're selling, I don't know, computers, you can contact all computer shop on earth proposing your products 2 times cheaper than what they would have had if they passed by a big provider. So yes, you can contact all physical shop on Earth who are selling your products. You can also contact partners from websites. You can contact all the websites who, if you are selling, I don't know, an alarm clock. You can. Alarm clock is a bit. If you are selling, I don't know, some kitchen stuff. You can. It's not complex to contact all webmasters on Earth with the keywords kitchen in the domain name. All webmasters. Oh, and there is 100,000 of websites with the word kitchen. You can contact all of them. With this solution to contact everyone, there's a lot of different applications behind that you can do. So, and also the other solution is something that we can teach you how to install, how to use it, and with this you will be able to contact automatically all your partner, all your retailer, all your clients to send the message you want. So one thing very important, the tracker, as I say. When you have sent an email or a fax or an SMS, you always need to put a tracker on it. So when the guy click on the link, you immediately know who he is. So you can really recognize him, and you know this guy. You send him a mail, so you know his name. You know his name, his phone number, his email address, his company, his website. You normally know everything about him. You put a tracker on it. You click on it, automatically you know he came from this email, so it's Nicholas from I don't know which company with this phone numbers, and you know his IP address because he's on your website now. So you know his IP address, so you can track him. You know this guy is on the website. You know exactly who it is, and actually you can contact him immediately to propose him more service. But you can also wait, and if he come back in 1 week, when he came back, you know, this guy, we contacted him last week and he came back. He's someone who is really interested. So right now he's on the page, you can see which page where he is. He's on the page product item 65 for example. 6045 is not numbers. 65, which is I don't know, LED 4-pitch, for example. Let's take the same example than before. So here you know that Nicholas, we sent him an email 1 week before and he just came back. We know that it's him because we track his IP address, we know who it is, and he's just reading this page now, and it's 10 minutes that it's on this page and reading the page. So what you should do, take the phone, you call him, you say, "Hi Nicholas, it's LED 88. We see that you are on our website right now on this page." Again, how do you know? And actually you will immediately open you will immediately make him, oh, these people are really following well the clients. It should be a very big company. And do you want some more information about anything, deliver or our price or product information? Do you want to know anything? And like this, it's just like if you were in a physical shop. It's internet, but it's a physical shop because the guy is on the shop and there is a real seller talking to him. So you can sell better, and you can follow up much better your clients. So this is typically what will teach you how to use the trackers to know exactly who is on your website. Yes, who is on the website. When you're using this kind of techniques, you can know exactly who is on the website and which page he is right now, how many pages he has consulted, how long, and etc. etc. So you can know exactly, and you can give him directly a phone call, and that's all. Simple. So let's summarize a bit the proactive strategy and what we can teach you. So we can teach you to create a database with the yellow page, the who is record, or harvest on Google, or just even record the business card that you could have collect in many days of corner fair or any fair. You can have a big database with this. What you can do is you can send an email to everyone with trackers. You can send SMS, you can send fax with trackers. And when your prospects go on your website from one of these, automatically you track his IP address. You know, this guy, this is IP address. You know who he is, you know where he is, you know many things with his IP address. And next time that he come back on the website, you already track his IP address. You know exactly this guy is linked to this IP address. He's coming back in 6 months, so you know this guy is coming back. He's not giving his number, he's not giving anything, but you already know who he is, so it doesn't matter. He's coming back, and he's watching a special page of your website or special categories. He's spending, he's checking, for example, 2 or 3 times night time of your website. Automatically, you can say, we know that he's interested by this product. So automatically you can send him an email saying, hey, we have a promotion. So 3 days after, we have a promotion about this product. You know that he's interested by it because he just been on the website. So we have a promotion for this website, for this product, with 5% of discount if you use this button code. So he receive it. Maybe he will buy. Maybe he was interested, so he will buy. It's good. And maybe he will not. If he doesn't, 5 days after, he said, hey, the promotion is finishing in 2 days, so you need to if you want to use it, it's now, because after the promotion will be gone. When people receive this kind of email, it's forcing them to the server. I really need to buy it now. And you're forcing the sale. You have more chance to pass it like this, and like this you will get the sales. Else the people will turn around for years, but they will not buy you, and they will maybe buy to someone else, but not you. Like this, you're really turning around him. That's typically what we can teach you how to forcing the sale. So now let's talk about the phishing strategy. The phishing strategy, I remind you, it's when you put your product all around the web, or on all the platforms, so on all the platforms where you can, and you're waiting the clients who are today I need this product, so I will try to find a good platform where to buy it. They will go on eBay, on Amazon, or directly they will tap on Google to find a website who can sell it, and they will buy on one of these platforms. If you're on it, there is a chance that they will buy your product. So for the phishing strategy, you need your own website. If you don't know how to do your website, we can teach you how to do a website. I guess everyone don't know how to do a website, but everyone already have a website. I guess all the company who are in all the company in China, all the factories who are a bit big, already have a website. So we will not teach in the open class, which means in the one day class, how to do a website. We can do it, but I think you already have it, so we will not teach you again this, but in the technical class for 1 week we'll teach you how to do it. So, but still it's important to have your own website. So in West Commerce, in PrestaShop, in Magento, in Tencard, how to use templates. And yes, one thing on the international market, don't try SEO. Don't try to rank on your keyword in all country, in all language. Why? Because yes, you are maybe very good in SEO, you are maybe an expert in SEO, but you will never be able to compete with a German company, German SEO company in Germany. You can maybe write some content in German, but a real Germany company who pass by an SEO company will kill you. They will always be better than you because it's their language. You can translate whatever you want in German, but you will not focus on it all the time. You cannot spend all your time on it. When a German company in German, you have all the time. They can be much better than you in SEO. So don't try. If you don't know what is SEO, I'm talking about SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is
the fact that you're optimizing your content, your website, your links to be the number one on a specific keywords in a specific language on Google, on Yahoo, on Bing, on Baidu. So you want to be the number one. Don't try to optimize your content, your link, your everything to be number one on foreign platform in foreign language, because the foreigners will be better than you. They will always be better than you. You can be better than them if you have a better product, if you have a cheaper product. So naturally you will be better than them on search engine if your product are actually better, if you're selling cheaper. But else, because you have more content, because you have more links, it's not true. You will not be you will be defeated by them. They are local people. They speak a better language. So don't try SEO. For the advertisement, if you want to advertise your website, there is different platform. The biggest one is AdWord Go from Google. Is the one who will teach you everything about AdWord on Google, how to be strong on AdWord, how to sell a lot. There's other platform, Facebook Market, Google Shopping. Google Shopping will teach you also how to be on Google Shopping, because actually it's quite powerful to integrate Google Shopping and AdWord together. So we'll teach you Yahoo Shopping, net affiliation. There's other platforms who are quite strong, but I think the one you need to know is Google Shopping and AdWords. So these are the two that we will teach you deeply how to use them. If you want to use the others, you can do it, but the most important are clearly AdWords and Google Shopping. So now let's see, when you want to sell your products in commercial platform, online commercial platform, you should know that there is thousands of commercial platform on earth in any language, everywhere. And the thing is, how to know which platform is interesting, where you have to be, or if the platform is not just a waste of time, just a waste of money. We will teach you how to. We'll give you the list of the powerful platform, the 50 more powerful platform, commercial platform, where you should be, and where you should be. So you can use them, and we'll also teach you how to use them well, even if it's not your language, even if the platform is in Japanese and you don't speak Japanese. You can use them. Actually, there is techniques to use a Japanese platform, even if you don't understand Japanese. So this is typically what we'll teach you. One thing extremely important, quite the only thing important on outside the platform, is the profile evaluation. Each time that someone buy a product on an outside shop like eBay, like Amazon, like any commercial shop who is not your own website, the clients will give an evaluation to the seller. So the seller with a lot of evaluation will be trusted by future clients, and those without will have a lot of difficulties to sell. So if you want to sell, you need a lot of good evaluation. Yes, without a lot of good evaluation, you will never sell anything. You really need a lot. 20 evaluation, you can start to be trusted. With 20 evaluation, people will start to trust you. With less, no. But if you have 100, 1000, yes, people will buy, no problem. They will trust you completely. So you need a lot of good evaluation. So you need to very fast have a lot of good evaluation, and the thing is, no one will trust you at the beginning because you have no evaluation. So if no one trusts you, no one will buy you any product, and if no one buy you any product, no one will give you any evaluation. So at the beginning it's very hard, but with a bit technique we can teach you how to do. You can get a lot of good evaluation very fast, and after, when you will have a lot of good evaluation, you can sell so it will be very easy. So just a little bit technique to know. So let's see very fast what we can provide you, our services. So our main services is training. On training we have three kind of training. The open class, which is two times per month, where we explain in one day everything. The second is the technical class, where we go deep in the explanation. We see deeply how to implement everything, and we try to do it with you actually. And after it's the internet class, where you can download, if you're not in Guangzhou, if you're far away from Guangzhou, you can download all the lessons directly online, and have it directly from Beijing. If you're in Beijing, for example, Beijing is quite far. I don't think you will come to our lessons from Beijing, but you can still have an access to the entire lessons from Beijing. Our second services are the outsourcing services. So if you don't want to manage the eBay's account, Amazon, the creation, the translation of everything in all language, the study of the market in all the countries, and to collect the database of partner, of clients, and send email, SMS, autodialer, and etc. If you don't want to do it, we can do it. Technically, we can do it. And after it's the website building, we can also create your website if you want. So these are our free services.
So for the open class training, we do open class training 2 times per month. We explain during the open class, we explain everything about how to install this solution, all the solution we talk about, and we won't have time to go very deeply in detail in the technical details, page by page, how to install a specific solution, because we wouldn't have time to do it. We just have one day. But when it's very technical and we don't have time to go deep inside, we'll at least give you the URL to download the tutorial and to have an access to them, so you can use it to install the solution. Each time that it's our own solution, there is no tutorial online, so of course we will teach you how to install it directly. So the open class training is one day, and it costs 5,000 RMB. So for the technical class, here we'll see also everything in global, but we'll go on all the aspects in details. You can send us your technician, and we'll work together in classroom to install the solution, to test the solution, to make them work. So in 1 week, in 5 days, normally they should be able to do it, to have their own system work properly. And the thing is, when you're doing it on a tutorial, depend on which CMS you're using, you will have to adapt stuff. You don't know exactly how to do it. If you have never done it before, you will have some problem. But with a technician who has done it many times before, at least Sham, he will know this is probably the mistake, and we can fix it together. So your technician will be much more efficient. So in 5 days, we will go very deeply inside the lessons. And the thing is, at the end of these 5 days, if you still doesn't understand how to install everything, it doesn't matter, because you will have an access on the internet lessons. So from the internet, you can download all the presentations to understand them again, to go deep inside, and to follow them. So that's the technical class for 5 days, and it's 50,000 RMB for the 5 days. So the internet class, it's exactly the same, but just fully on internet. You have your access on internet to download all the presentation, and you can follow them from wherever you are. So if you are in Beijing, you don't need to go to Guangzhou to follow it, and you can study everything directly from internet. It's also 50,000 RMB.